Good afternoon, everybody. Today we are going to discuss the remaining part of microorganisms in biological words, its classification and characteristic features of different groups. In previous video lectures, we have seen fungi and bacteria. Now we shall continue with viruses. Okay, see here, these are the viruses. The viruses term, it is derived from Latin words which means the poisonous fluids or venom. It is actually infectious organisms. It causes different diseases in plants, animals and human beings. These viruses are acellular and it is intermediate between living and non-living objects. It means that they are having the property of living organisms as well as they are having the property of non-living organisms. When they are outside the body or when they are outside the living organisms, they are non-living, or we can say that they are non-active. They cannot reproduce. But when they enter in the living organisms, they reproduces and they causes the different diseases and they live there as a parasitic. Okay. Next thing, as I have told you, this viruses actually it is a venom or poisonous fluid. Next thing, they are obligate. It means that it only reproduces in living organisms. The next thing, that is they are ultra microscopic, means they are very small, they are seen under only electron microscope. We cannot see these viruses in dissecting microscope or even in compound microscope because they are very small. So, they are ultra microscopic. Next thing, that is these are made up of protein and nucleic acid. So, chemically it is composed of protein and nucleic acid. So, the structure is very simple. It is nucleoprotein in nature. Chemically it is made of protein and nucleic acid. Here the host viruses are host specific. It means that particular viruses infect the particular host, particular tissue, particular cell. So, here the animal viruses cannot infect the plant viruses, the plant viruses cannot infect the animal viruses. So, they are host specific, tissue specific and cell specific. Next thing, these viruses generally they are smaller than that of bacteria. So, as compared to the bacteria, the viruses are small. But these viruses they are resistant to antibiotics, drugs, salts and high temperature. Next thing, there are different types of viruses. On the basis of living organisms, the viruses are animal viruses, plant viruses and bacteriophage. The animal viruses, they can only present in animals and there they causes the diseases. For example, HIV, these are the animal viruses which causes the AIDS in human being. Now these days we are facing a very serious condition. We are going to facing a very dangerous condition from last 2 years, that is corona viruses and COVID diseases. Actually, this COVID, it is reported that this COVID-19 disease is caused by viruses. Okay, this is the viruses. Now, the entire world facing lot of problem due to this simple living microorganisms. So, here I will show some precautions regarding the how we can protect ourselves from the infection of viruses. The first thing here, actually this viruses is made up of protein and nucleic acid. So, we can easily destroy or easily kill this protein and nucleic acid by ordinary soap. So, it is necessary to clean your hand regularly with soap, and you should use your mask when you are in public places. And next thing, you should keep the social distance. If you follow these guidelines, definitely you will away from the infection of viruses. Next thing, the plant viruses. As you have studied tobacco mosaic virus, this is the example of plant virus. This plant virus causes the tobacco mosaic disease in tobacco plants, and sometimes it causes the disease in potato plants. Next thing, the bacteriophage. These are the bacteriophage. Here, this is the bacteriophage. I think all of you are familiar with this bacteriophage. Actually, the bacteriophage means these are the one type of viruses that are present inside the bacteria that kills the bacteria. So, they are named as bacteriophage. So, here we are seeing this different important characters of viruses. So, animal virus, plant virus and bacteriophage. So, these are the three different types of virus. So, these are the host specific. They infect the particular specific host, and it is made up of protein and nucleic acid. Next thing, the mycoplasma. Okay, this is the another living organisms. It is very small living organisms. I have here used very. So, it is very small. We cannot see these microorganisms with naked eye. Again, for seeing this mycoplasma, electron microscopy is necessary. Again, it is not seen under dissecting microscope or ordinary compound microscope. So, here all the mycoplasma cells are prokaryotic, which means in mycoplasma cell there is no nucleus. They are prokaryotic, and there is no cell wall. In mycoplasma, the cell wall is absent. It is discovered by Pasteur in 1843 during the study of cattle disease. They are pleomorphic, means they can change their shape and size with the environmental condition, and it is also known as PPLO. It means that it is Pleuropneumonia like organisms, or it is called another name as a PPLO, which means Pleuropneumonia like organism. Okay? It is first isolated by E. Ockard and E. R. Rocks in 1896 from the cattle. Again, during the study of Pleuropneumonia disease in cattle. It is ultramicroscopic, prokaryotic, unicellular, non-motile, cell wall is absent. It is polymorphic, grown in estrol, grown in estrol. In mycoplasma, both DNA and RNA are present. Both DNA and RNA are present. It reproduces by budding and binary fission. Budding and binary fission, like that of the bacteria. It reproduces by budding and binary fission. It causes different plant diseases like little leaf of brinjal, citrus greening, grassy shoot of sugarcane, etc. These are the diseases which are caused by mycoplasma in plants, like little leaf of brinjal, citrus greening, grassy shoot of sugarcane, and in human being it causes the pneumonia disease, pneumonia disease. In the same manner, in case of cattle, it causes the pneumonia disease. Okay. The next organism, that is the nematodes. Actually, these nematodes, they are animals. They are grouped in animals and they are known as roundworm. In children, particularly in kids, or sometimes in younger also, there are nematodes, they are present inside the intestine. They are nematodes inside the intestine. The size of these nematodes may be varies. They may be large or sometimes they may be microscopic. These nematodes, they damage to the plants, and they causes the different diseases. Generally, they are present inside the soil, they feed on the roots and they injure the roots. Through the indoor roots, the fungal spores, bacteria, they enter in the roots and they are embedded in roots and forms the knots in plants. Example, the root knot disease of brinjal is a very common disease which is caused by these nematodes. The entry of the pathogen is facilitated through the wound. Through the wound, they can enter in the plant through the wound, particularly from the roots. Okay, this is the diagram of root knot of brinjal. Here, the root knots are seen. Inside the knot, when we get the section, the small nematodes are present. Okay, small nematodes are present. The next organism, that is the parasitic algae. Actually, they are few in numbers, but some algae, they are parasitic. They causes the different diseases in plants and animals. The algae that live as a parasite on other plants are called as a parasitic algae. Parasitic algae, and it causes the some plant diseases. Example, Cephalosporus viscescens. This is the example of algae that causes the parasite disease in plants, and particularly in case of tea plants, it causes the rust disease. Okay, this is the diagram of rust disease of tea, that is causes by one of the algae, parasitic algae, Cephalosporus, that causes the rust disease in tea plant. The tea plant, actually, it is a very economic important plant. When the disease is caused with the algae, the value, economical value of the tea plant is reduced and the quality also reduced. The next organism, that is the protozoans. Actually, these are the members of again animals. Few protozoans causes the plant diseases. Generally, these occurs in infected plants in phloem cells. These phloem cells particularly helps in food conduction. It helps in food conduction. They are present in vascular bundles. The example of these protozoan diseases that are seen in coffee plants, coconut plants, and members of Euphorbiaceae plants. Euphorbiaceae plants. Okay, generally, these diseases are very rare, which is caused by protozoan parasite. Okay, so, this is all about the different organisms, microorganisms, which causes the different diseases and different characteristic features and classification of these different groups. So, in examination, the question will be asked for 20 marks. In this manner, describe microorganisms in biological words, its classification and characteristic features of different groups. So, here you have to write what are the different microorganisms like fungi, bacteria, viruses, mycoplasma, nematodes, parasitic algae, protozoan parasites. These are the microorganisms which are present inside the nature, which causes the plant and animal diseases. But here we are only interested with the plant diseases. Plant diseases. This causes the plant diseases. And what are the characteristic features of these microorganisms? Generally, in first year, we have seen the general character of these things: fungi, bacteria, viruses, mycoplasma, nematodes, parasitic algae, protozoan parasites. These three, nematodes, parasitic algae, protozoan parasites, these are the new. But one disease, that is root knot disease, we have seen in first year, it caused by nematode. Here the parasitic algae is new. Last thing, the protozoan parasite, these are the animals. These are the member of animals. For example, here Paramecium, Euglena, Amoeba, these are the examples of protozoan parasites. Protozoan parasites. Okay, so here dear student, if there is a classification, as you have seen in fungi, here the fungi, they are classified into 5 different groups: rhizomycetes, phycomycetes, ascomycetes, basidiomycetes, and diplomycetes. It is not necessary to here define the different characters of rhizomycetes, phycomycetes. It will become very broad. So, again the next thing, that is the bacteria. Here there is simple classification of viruses: animal viruses, plant viruses, and bacteriophage. Okay, these are the 3 different types of viruses. There is no any classification in mycoplasma. What we can classify here in bacteria on the basis of the shape of the bacteria. They may be cocci, bacillus, and they are rod shape, or sometimes they are spiral shape. Sometimes they are here we can classify, because you have studied earlier in first year. Bacillus bacteria, they are rod shape; cocci bacteria, they are spherical shape; vibroid bacteria, they are comma shaped; and spiral bacteria, they are spiral shape. So, as in mycoplasma, there is no class. This is the diagram of mycoplasma. It is very simple in structure. It lacks the cell wall, it lacks the nucleus. This is the nematodes. This is the example of nematodes. Actually, it is a large in length, but sometimes they are smaller. You can see only under microscope. This is the example of root knot disease, particularly in case of brinjal. in root knot, when we will get the section, we will find number of nematodes. Actually, when we are in VSC, we have collected different types of nematodes under the guidance of respected our teacher Dr. V.S. Suranshi. He was referee of PhD student at that time. He collected number of species of nematodes from the intestine of different organisms, from chickens, from goats, from other organisms. He collected number of nematode from. So, this is about the nematodes. Parasitically, particularly in case of common disease, that is the tea rust, which is caused by one member of algae, Cephalosporus. This is the genus of algae that causes the rust disease in tea plants. Next thing, this is the protozoan parasite. As I have told you, this is the Paramecium, this is the amoeba, and this is the another examples. So, these are the protozoan parasites. So, this is all about the microorganisms in biological words. So, here you will stop. So, one thing, that is, as the examination is online and objective, some objective question will be asked. So, you go through this. Thank you. Thank you.